Good afternoon, everybody. Today's video is inspired by Tuhan Bill McGrath of PTK Shikali in a recent video he posted discussing the use of the machete as a transitional tool between the stick and the sword. It's light like a stick, but it cuts like a sword. This creates all sorts of interesting use dynamics that if you're a student of the Filipino martial arts, you should absolutely explore. That being said, today I'm going to be focusing on cutting from 3 of the guards that he describes in that video. And I figured it'd be a little fun since I was looking for something to do today cutting wise other than just my normal stuff. So this has a bit of a theme. Hope you all enjoy. All right, today's first cut is going to come from the shoulder loaded position. This isn't really a guard as such, but it's a transitional point. So picture there you are in the Philippine jungles, you're hacking through foliage as you're clearing a path. That's where your weapon, your machete, ends up being, is at these shoulder points. So our first cut is going to come from this shoulder loaded position. Now, this is very important. If you are new to cutting with a live blade, do not load this on this position in your shoulder. Load it on the outside of your shoulder. If you're here and you don't know what you're doing, you run the risk of hitting your face, the back of your head, lopping off your ear. These are serious risks. So if you're new at this and don't know what you're doing, but want to try it, load it on the outside of your shoulder. This gives you a lot more room and you don't make mistakes and cut yourself in the head. So here's the first cut. It's a very simple cut from here. Most people will know this is an angle 1. It's a diagonal cut straight through the target. As usual, I like to use milk jugs. Milk jugs and plastic give you a really good indicator of your edge alignment, and it also lets you know if your machete or sword or whatever weapon you're using is sharp, because as soft as this is, it's still very pliable. So if everything's not right, it just bounces off, you get crappy cuts. It's a really good indicator. So here we go, from the shoulder loaded position, an angle 1 cut through the jug. Notice this is not a big sweeping cut. I'm not slicing through the air. What I'm doing is I'm cutting this in tight, rotating through my body, using my body to turn and make this cut from here. So, ready? The next cut we're going to do is from a forward braced guard. This is when you are supporting your arm and your wrist with your opposite hand that your weapon is in. It gives you a lot more power, especially when cutting through heavy stuff. This is still an angle 1-ish strike. Some people may say that it's technically an angle 3. Truth is, it's just a supported forehand strike at about mid to chest level with a brace. So again, you're cutting through something heavy. So you want that hand bracing your wrist, keeping this locked in really solid. So when you cut, you get a devastatingly beautiful, powerful cut. And now the third one we're going to do today is from what's known as a traveling guard. This is a kind of subtle guard where the machete is hidden by your arm and body angle. Very useful at a distance. Yeah, again, these are military tactics, so you want to think that you're like on patrol, you're walking through the woods. You don't want it obvious that you have a large weapon in your hand. So it's hidden by your body, by your arm. It can be flat like this, but this is kind of awkward. So I like it kind of a little bit lower, a little bit angled like this. Dark clothing, This is going to disappear completely and not going to be easy, not going to be something that is easily seen from, 10, 15, 20 feet away. But it allows you to very quickly deploy that weapon and use it. So here we go. Once again, our good friends, the milk jugs. From this guarded position, you are in a relatively relaxed pose, but the machete is not seen, and it generates a devastatingly large cut. Now, a little word about that last cut. That last cut did not slice the milk jug completely in half. The reason being is that is a short arc cut. What that means is I'm not pulling this weapon all the way through the target to allow it to completely go the full length of the target and cut through. It's almost purely a tip cut, slicing with just this part of the weapon. So you're not going to get as dramatic an effect, but it is still quite an effective cut. And as you can see on that milk jug, it opened it up quite a bit. It still almost went all the way through it. So bear that in mind. If you find this stuff interesting and you want to learn more, you can either reach out directly to me and we can train together, or if you're interested in Piketty tertia specifically, go ahead and reach out to Tuhan Bill McGrath. He's on Facebook. You'll find him under William McGrath, and he will direct you to a plethora of knowledge and video training and all sorts of things that can start your journey down this wonderful road of the Filipino martial arts. I hope you guys have a great day and a great time, whatever day you're watching this. Everybody take care.